Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how we can help to support a belly, especially if we are in the later stages of pregnancy. So this is really helpful for one, just relieving pelvic pressure. So a lot of times what can happen is you have pressure down in the lower part of the pelvis or pubic area just from the weight of baby or head being engaged, etc. But the other thing too is that we can have an issue where if we are later in the term, you really need baby to start to engage, get things moving, etc., etc. We need to make sure that baby's head is sitting on that cervix to allow for dilation and softening. So a really good way to make sure that baby's in a good position and not over that pubic bone is to use something like this so that we can help to make sure that baby's in good positioning, and it also feels really good. So moms usually whenever they use this, they'll say, oh man, I didn't realize how much weight I was carrying. There's a lot of abdominal weight and it's going to pull us forward. It'll affect the positioning of the pelvis. There's just a lot of uncomfortable things with carrying a baby. So this is something that's really helpful that I recommend you do on walks or just when you're doing chores around the house or whatever. And just to see if it gives you some relief. This can be helpful for low back pain, like I said, for abdominal discomfort or pelvic discomfort or pain, and then also for helping with baby engagement and positioning, okay? So what we're gonna do is you're gonna find something, so you can get either a really long scarf, you can use a rebozo if you have one, or you can use a flat sheet. And what you wanna do is you're going to put this over the belly, and you find the midpoint of it. So it's gonna be under the belly, so she's gonna hold it here, and you also wanna gather it underneath the bottom. So you're gonna hold top and bottom, good? And then you're just gonna try to pull it so that it's covering the belly and is all the way underneath, okay? Then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have her rotate, so turn this way. You're gonna take this, you're gonna cross it, you can let go, I got it. You're gonna cross it in the back, okay? Then you're gonna take this and you're gonna throw it up over the shoulders. So she's gonna hold on one side there and one side here, okay? Then what she's gonna do, so we have an X in the back. Then what she's gonna do is she's gonna take both hands, she's gonna pull straight up as hard as she can, and then pull straight down, keeping that tension. You feel that lift?
Mm-hmm.
So what we want is we want that belly to just be lifted with this fabric, okay? If she needs it to be a little bit tighter, she can choke up a little bit on it. So you can scoot hands up, yep, and scoot hands up further on that. Go straight up again, pull straight down until she gets the lift that she's looking for, okay? If it's super long and you have enough, you can actually take it and tie this. Obviously make sure that it's loose so you don't have a choking type of effect, but it can be something that can be really helpful, or you can wrap it again around, or you can try to tie it under the belly depending on how much fabric you have. Something that is really helpful for this and that can be really good to use is one of those Moby wraps. So they've got a lot of fabric, and you know if you've used one, it's like 25 feet of something to work with. So then you can go and tie around and just make it to where you got really nice support, and then you could still be hands-free.